In this video, I want to briefly introduce you to the idea of a 30, 60, 90 triangle. So we have been given this triangle here, and let's just figure out a few things with it. So we know this, we can just say that this is a 30-degree angle, and this is a 60-degree angle. And this relates to the name of the triangle, a 30, 60, 90 triangle, because we have a 90-degree angle here, a 30-degree angle there, and a 60-degree angle right there. So whenever you see this case of a 30, 60, 90 triangle, and you're asked to solve for a side, there's a few rules that you should keep in mind, and which would make your life much more easier when you're trying to solve for one of the sides. So let's start off with the shortest leg. Let's change colors. So this right here is the shortest leg. The shortest leg. Now, the shortest leg, when I say the shortest leg, it basically means the shortest side on a 30, 60, 90 triangle. And whenever you see a 30, 60, 90 triangle, and the shortest leg is just going to be x. And x can be any number. Now that could be 5, that could be 4, that could be 6, or any number. So we define this as x. This is just going to be x. And let's just say, let's assume that this is 6 in this case. And then we have the longest leg right here. This is the longest leg, which is also the second longest side. And that equals x square root of 3. And essentially what we just said here right now, we were assuming that x equals 6. So if x equals 6 in that case, we would be able to plug in the value for x right now and say that 6 square root of 3 equals the longest leg. And so this is how it works in any 30, 60, 90 triangle, that the longest leg is x squared root of 3, and the shortest leg is just x, which is any number. And then we at last have the hypotenuse. And this is not as complicated as the other legs, it's just 2x. So whatever we have on the shortest leg right there, this just becomes 2x. So we're multiplying whatever we have on the shortest leg by 2 and getting 2x. And we have been given this triangle down here, and what we're trying to do is basically apply what we know about a 30, 60, 90 triangle and use our knowledge of that here. So this hasn't been labeled. Let's label this. This is a 90 degree, and let's say this is a 30 degree, and this is a 60 degree. So now we know this is a 30, 60, 90 triangle. So we know a few things about this now. We know that this is the shortest leg. And in any given case, the shortest leg of a 30, 60, 90 triangle is x. And we know this is the hypotenuse. And the hypotenuse is always 2x. But we have been given the longest leg in this case. And the longest leg is 5. So the total sum, the total value of the total length, sorry about that, the total length of the longest leg is 5. And what we know about the longest leg of any 30, 60, 90 triangle is x squared root of 3. So in this case, x squared root of 3 equals 5. We have to do some basic arithmetic over here. And what we can do is divide by 5, and we get the x. We get the square root of 3 equals 5 over x. We can undo this by squaring it. And then we get 3 equals 5 over x squared, which is also 5x times 5x, which equals to 25 over x squared. So 3 equals 25 over x squared. And after that, we are trying to solve for x, so we're going to multiply both sides by x squared. and get 3x squared equals 25 divided by 3, and x squared equals 25 over 3 square root both sides, and it's not a plus or minus, so x equals the square root of 25 over 3. And then if we check this on a calculator, the square root of 25 divided by 3 equals 2.88. So approximately x equals 2.88. So now we have solved what x equals. We know that x, so we got that x squared of 3 equaled 5. Okay, so we knew that x square root of 3 equaled 5. And if we take 2.88 square root of 3, it should give us back 5. Let's try to do that. 2.88, the square root of 3 equals 4.88, and if you round that should give you 5. So we have basically essentially confirmed that x equals 2.88. So we know that this side would equal 2.88, and then this is just 2 times 2.88, so that would be 2.88 times 2, giving us 5.76. So this would equal 5.76. So basically we have used the rules that we are aware of the 30, 60, 90 triangle and solved and applied that and to find the other sides of a 30, 60, 90 triangle.